Loss-SMTN.
How's it going, everybody, and welcome to Shin Megami Tensei Network, link 249. I am your host, Spencer Presley, and joining me for this, boy, I hope no news happens 1 week from recording this episode, Spencer Presley. Joining me is #1 Magic Man, Monkey Boy, #1 Fantasy Critic, Jerk Boy, Torin the T-Man, T-Toast.
I won, baby. I won the Fantasy Critic. You have to do a... What did we say? Uncut Gems, baby.
I'm doing the whole movie. And helping me film and be the executive producer of Uncut Gems, the XXX porn parody, is Dylan Arkman Zuck fan.
Yep, that's true. I sent for Zuckerberg, and I got a single banana to show for it.
You know what we should actually get, like, you collectively? If you ever get kicked off Facebook, we should actually just send you, like, a Costco supply of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce.
Yeah, that's the prize?
Once, so, I mean, we're almost there.
So, at some point in this episode, because we're going to be really fast and loose and stupid, May may be joining us, but May is currently in a sleep Twilight Zone coma or looking for bunny girl outfits. We're not really sure. So, we're going to talk about the only news that we haven't really talked about on this show, because I've been doing these like a week in advance. But I think it is very fitting, because Persona 4 Arena Ultimax got announced, and I've been jerking off about it because I'm a man baby who only plays 7-year-old fighting games. But I wanted to kind of... I know you're going to say a lot more about it, but actually I haven't talked to you a lot about it. Torin, I want to know what you thought of that announcement when you saw it at the Game Awards. And, alright, A, what did you think of the announcement? B, are you excited? And C, if you're getting it, what platform are you going to play it on?
I was pretty excited. I mean, it's Ultimax, you know? Can't go wrong with Ultimax. Great story, honestly. Pretty good story. I think I'm gonna get it. Whoops. I think I'm gonna get it on my PC. I'm a little PC baby. I'm a little baby. I'm PC.
I mean, at least you get a discount, because you bought Golden, right?
Somebody bought Golden.
The Pirate Bay may have bought Golden, but somebody out there.
Oh my God.
I bought my friend Golden. I bought my brother's account Golden. I don't think my account has Golden.
You bought enough PlayStation Vitas to get a discount. I'll give you the old Atlas. Slide $5 into the table. Actually, for anyone out there who may not follow the news, and imagine if like someone's Atlas news is only this podcast, how like scattered and neurotic it must be. In case you missed it, at the TGA's, Atlas announced Ultimax is coming March 17th, 2022. They were like, we were going to release December 17th, but they wanted to be respectful and give Spider-Man 3 months at the theaters, so I appreciate that. Sure. So they're giving Spider-Man 3 months, and then it's going to be coming to PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and PC. I know it like sounds like a joke to like some people, but I must truly say this. This game not being on Xbox boggles my mind for so many reasons. Because remember, now like, Dylan, I know you don't have an Xbox, but Torin, you do.
It's not.
That's true.
Remember, it's Arena 1 is on Xbox One. Yep. It's backwards compatible. They made it all super nice and fancy. Specifically, Ultimax is not, which then you would think, okay, they're not doing it on backwards compatibility because they'll just bring this port to Xbox. But it is not. And so, like, it's extra insulting because Microsoft literally just announced whatever games are backwards compatible, that's the final amount. Like, whatever ones we don't have, we just can't legally do. So that means that they went to Atlas, they said, can we do Catherine? You got it. 4K Catherine, put it on Xbox Series X. Can we do Persona 4 Arena? You got it. 2012 fighting game, fucking put it on Series X. Can we get the sequel? Nope, we're going to remaster that and put it on everything that's not your system. Like,
oh my God.
Okay.
Absolutely. absolutely hilarious turn of events right there.
That's just cucking, right? That's just corporate cucking from one to another.
Yeah.
They're like, you know what?
Literally.
Because you made a SpongeBob and Garfield Xbox system, we can't have our system on this. This is too much of a clown system.
I entered that giveaway.
I hope you win.
That Garfield
I do too.
real nice.
I want the Garfield Xbox so bad.
If it's gonna come pre-installed with Garfield Kart, I'll take it. I don't care.
You know, I don't know.
I think it comes pre-installed with the Smash Nickelodeon game.
I'm gonna look this up. I actually don't think Garfield Kart is on Xbox.
I don't think so either. I'm surprised that game even exists.
So, well, are you more surprised Garfield Kart exists or that Garfield Kart? Let me tell you, by the way, Furious Racing does exist and has a retail copy, so I'm doubly wrong.
I'm going to GameStop right now, baby.
That-
Fuck Fast and
Sometimes, like, do you guys ever, like, look at boxes of games that are, like, get retail releases and wonder, why does this get a retail release for $30, Garfield Kart? And something like Persona for Arena Ultimax, they're like, nah, dude, we can't put that out on retail. We don't got a competition with Garfield Kart. We got to make that digital only.
I have no clue. I recently went through the Quentin Reviews saga of iCarly and Victorious, so, you know.
When is the Zoe 101
games.
marathon? That's the real question.
Oh, the Zoe
That
101.
is the real question, actually. I'm waiting for that to tie in.
So actually, Dylan, this is a good segue, and you would have a lot of opinion about this. So I would say... Oh, I'm about to choke on a fry. And it's not getting edited out. So,
Well,
Dylan, you definitely are way, way, way more invested in terms of playing fighting games. I still play as many as I can, but like I definitely have a lot of weird blind spots. Like, even after all these months, I still have not even touched Strive, which is hilarious to me. But...
Yeah.
I want to actually talk to you specifically. How do you think Ultimax is going to perform specifically as a digital-only game in the West? Because I think comparing it to other ones, I think it's so easy for them to slip through unless you're like something crazy like how Melty Blood felt like 30 years in the making, and then that finally came out as a digital-only.
Yeah, okay. So there is one criteria as to how this fucking succeeds as a digital-only release. And that's if it has rollback.
Not a good sign that they still will not answer anyone's questions about the net play.
Really not a good sign. This game lives or dies if it has rollback netcode, is basically the only thing to say about it.
Well, like, I'm trying to remember. Do you remember what Arc System used for their games before rollback? Because was it just like... Was it just
P2P?
It's some,
like, in-house proprietary delay-based netcode system.
Because, like,
way, it sucked.
Well, I will say this. Arc System works netcode, because we played so many hours of online, even with the shitty netcode.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not that, like it's unplayable.
Let me say this.
Yeah.
Let me say this. If you get people within, like, your general area, like a 3 to 4 hour area, delay-based netcode works. The problem is... playing people outside of that in random matchmaking.
Oh yeah, like you could always tell when you're playing against someone who's like a state over or literally halfway around the globe. Because like there would be times, because at least like I remember with Ultimax specifically, with that kind of netcode base, it would just, the game would turn into slow motion. And actually I think Smash is very similar too, where the game just doesn't stop unless it's really bad. It'll just... slow-mo everything. And it's just one of those things of, like, it's bearable, but no one's going to jump into this game and be like, yo, dude, how's the netcode? And your answer is, it's 7 years old.
Yeah. I can definitely tell you, if it does not get rollback netcode, this game dies on release.
Hold on. It's a weird question, because I followed Melty Blood, but I actually didn't follow it too much. Did Melty Blood Luminous Arc get rollback?
Yeah, it started with rollback outright.
Okay, I wasn't sure, because like that was another weird one of like, I wanted to pick up Melty Blood, but it was such a busy fall that I'm like, I know I'm not going to put any time into this game.
I don't know.
That's fairly fair.
I'm too afraid to ask.
You know what Melty Blood is? You've just probably never played it. Like, Melty Blood is that poverty anime fighting game that, like, everyone sees but no one plays.
Fucker.
Oh yeah, we should actually explain that. Dylan, do you want to explain what rollback is? Because I always assume everyone knows, but yeah, rollback. Unless you're a big Walmart fan, people might not know.
So basically, rollback netcode actually looks at the inputs that come in based on both connections, and actually kind of simulates what's going on between the actual inputs. So if there's an error, it rolls back to a previous point to kind of reset the match to where it should actually be in a sort of way. So basically, there's no dropped inputs happening in rollback netcode.
Yeah, I'm vaguely understanding it. Hey, speaking of fighting games, I'm sorry to interrupt this. Did you see that League of Legends fighting game video?
Yeah, it's insanely good looking, and I hate that I like how it looks so much.
I will tell you the only reason I have any level of interest in that League fighting game is because Seth Killian is working on it. That's the only reason I care.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, like about Arcane, and he goes, "Fuck off, I don't care."
He heard Imagine Dragons and was like, "I'm out, dude."
Honestly.
Yep. It's true. Imagine dragging these nuts on your face. Like, you get out of here.
What if I played Imagine Dragons playing Bastion? Does that change your mind?
Still, Imagine dragging these nuts on your face. I'm not listening to it.
So...
Yeah.
I think like the easy way though of why rollback is so important is because it's now become the standard. It was the niche for so long. Like for me, I think the first console game that had it was what do you think? Third Strike Online?
Third Strike Online or Skullgirls. One of the two, because they both came out at about the same time, if I recall.
Yeah, but like. We look at situations now where even, like, what, Mortal Kombat even has rollback, right?
Yes, it does. It has. It doesn't have like GGPO rollback like.
There's different kinds, but like it's all open source software, so like people can kind of use and adapt it on their own. Because even like Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue, and Cross Tag Battle, which are getting updated, like that's not. It's not like they just copy and pasted GGPO. Like they're doing like their own like kind of thing with it, but they're all like just using the same software and tools basically because hey, this is tried and true.
Yep, true. Yeah, they're all making their own proprietary like netcode to like use in these games specifically. And really, thank God, because we've had it figured out since 2012. Just no one in Japan wanted to bother with it.
Oh my God, do you remember all like the memes for years? That Arc System Works would just like, because like they even had interviews where they're like, "Can you just do rollback?" And they're like, "Not my cup of tea. No thanks. I'm good."
Oh my God! Don't even get me started on Tekken 7 and Harada.
I forgot what's the state of that. Didn't they finally end up implementing it, or what'd they do? Because I know they did a fix to their netcode, but I wasn't sure if it was rollback.
They did a fix to the netcode, but it's not rollback. Basically, if I recall correctly, Harada said they use a mixture of it, but he never actually stated it's actually rollback.
That's like saying I looked at it. I didn't actually do it. I just looked at it.
Yeah, basically. Basically, the rollback is permanently 3, is what he said on Twitter.com. And that's about it. That's all you need to know. It's 3. The rollback is 3.
Oh my God, I just found a Screen Rant article. I normally don't care for like Screen Rant, but it was the first thing that came up. Every fighting game with rollback. I hope it's just like a really tiny list. Oh, it's not even a list. It's all just big chunky paragraphs. That does not help anyone.
Oh God, you know.
You lost it. You lost it, Screen Rant. You almost had a chance. Also, I do not believe this. They say Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite has rollback. I do not believe that Infinite had rollback.
It does, actually. Guess what? Capcom actually figured out their issue in Street Fighter V and fixed it in Infinite, but Infinite looked so shitty, it sold terribly, and no one played it.
Now, hold on. So did they patch it into Infinite?
They fixed it into Infinite. The same problems are still in Street Fighter V. It's a little bit better, but it's still really bad.
That's absolutely mind-boggling. Also, Street Fighter is probably the worst one of, like, I cannot believe... Like, I mean, like, seriously, there should be, like, a 3-hour documentary one day about how much they fumbled the ball on Street Fighter V. But, like...
I'm sure 100% there will be. Especially, once you get to the chapter that's like the community fixed the rollback netcode, and then Capcom patched it out specifically to unfix it.
But like, so going back to the Ultimax thing of like, so it's one of those situations of like, I just don't get why you wouldn't just rip off the Band-Aid or let us like be really happy for you. Because like, if you let us know now 3 months from now, we can kind of lie to ourselves that it's not that big of a deal if it's not the case. But I just thought it was so funny that like they announced Ultimax, they've shown around like 10 minutes of footage talking about it, and actually haven't shown a second of how online works or what it is. All we know is there is online. I will say the other weird thing with the online, I didn't realize this because I never played on 360. Did you guys know that Ultimax on 360 didn't have lobbies?
I think I did.
Yeah, I feel like I remember that being said, but like I said, I've never played on the Xbox, so...
It was just so weird to me. Of just like, I can't get over the fact that, like, I played this game for so much, and I never once heard anyone on Xbox be like, man, I wish I had those lobbies. Because, like, no offense, like, I'm not here to, like, play, like, most fighting games competitively online. It's just, like, I like playing them with my friends, either in person or in a big, dumb lobby setting. And while Ark definitely has a lot of stupid online bloat, I at least like the Persona 4 one, because it was just like, you pick a room, you pick a lobby, you pick your fucking dumb character, and you run around and you just play with each other. There's no fucking fishing minigame. There's no fucking, like, 6 island setup. You're not watching people on a stage. It's just like, you're playing, or you're not playing. Like, that's it.
I don't have to ascend the Tower of Babel to, like, find players in my skill ranking.
Oh my god, yeah, let me tell you.
And they're just like, okay, PS4 only gets lobbies, PC can go fuck yourself.
So this is the weird one, yeah, where I've been called out for, like, when this is weird, because, like, I literally had one of our mutuals, like, called me out as being like, you don't have the facts right, because I said, what does this mean? Because if you look at the DLC for this game, it says all the DLC is included except character lobby avatars are only on the PlayStation 4 version, which were, because they sold DLC for, like, different characters you could play as, like, Persona 3 characters, Persona Q characters, stuff like that, and the only reason you could think, why would that only be on PlayStation 4, is that online mode's not there and everyone else just gets ranked, or just, I assume, one-on-one casual, which to me is, like, especially if this doesn't have netcode, but I mean, even if it does, like, if this game's online is just ranked or casual, no lobbies, like, here's a fighting game that actually I really like, and this is going to upset Dylan, but I cannot believe how bare bones its online is for a 2021 AAA game. Demon Slayer Online is literally ranked or player v player. Like, they have challenges, they've got, like, other little weird online things, like, they have a multitude of modes, but, like, I think in this day and age, if your online just consists of, you can play with one person at a time, and it's either for funsies or serious. Like, when Smash Ultimate has more online modes than you, that's not a good sign.
That's very true. I wasn't even aware. I forgot entirely what Demon Slayer was for a few seconds.
So you're a big fan, big Demon Slayer fan, right?
Yeah.
Still exist.
I will say Demon Slayer is a
from it.
fun CyberConnect fighting game, but I will say it has one of the weirdest post-launch rollouts of, we are going to give you 6 characters for free, and they all play different than everyone else in the base game, and not in a good way. Like, they're all super, like, the game is a 2v2 anime fighter, except all the new characters they're adding in are bosses from the game who take up both slots. So they all have their own new mechanics just for this post-launch thing that I'm like, how many people are, like, still checking this out, like, post-launch, I wonder?
That's a good question. I wasn't even aware they were getting DLC at all.
Well, the game literally shipped with, like, 10 characters, and I think there's at least 3 or 4 Tanjiros.
I think that the My Hero game, the second My Hero One Justice, is probably still getting DLC. I know they just sent out their last one, like, last year.
Oh my god, you're right. I forgot that I'm still getting... Like, that's like when I get reminded that Naruto and Boruto Shinobi Strikers gets updated, and I'm always like, if you go to the comments of those videos, it's like, who's playing this? Why are you updating? Like, when Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 keeps getting DLC, that makes sense. There's a big community there for Xenoverse 2. Like, that's basically the destiny of Dragon Ball games. Like, it just will not die.
Dead by Daylight spinoff. What are you talking about, man?
To be fair, no joke, that Dead by Daylight spinoff is by the Xenoverse 2 devs, and that was planned to be a mode, but they had given the game so much DLC that they were like, we just need to sell this as a new product.
That's fair. That game seems absolutely insane, by the way.
By the way, you know it plays exactly like Xenoverse. It's literally just they took the fighting out of Xenoverse.
Yeah, it's running on the same engine and everything, if you just look at it.
What a time to be alive, man. But no, so my thing is with it is, like, I think that'll just be such a huge bummer if all we have is, like, ranked and that. Because, like, at least for me, even if it was just, like, a no-avatar 8-player lobby, would be better. Because it's just, like, it makes that sense of, like, you can just tell someone... Hey, dude, if you want to play with us, because remember how easy it was? We would just always tell anybody, if you ever want to play online with anyone from SMTN, just go to the Junes area, go to the Lovers Arcana lobby, there you go. You'll find people there. And it was just that super easy thing, whereas now, if it's just going to be that way, you'd be like, okay, I'm going to meet you on casual, here's my filter, here's my room code, I'm not in here, you have to have this character selected. Okay, now we can fight each other. Like, that's stupid, and nobody likes that. Like, it's fine for ranked, because really, who cares whoever you're playing in ranked? But the lack of communication is super weird. And I just find it, like, so funny. I'm just like, again, if it's good news or bad news, just tell us. Because the closer you get to launch and you want to just lay all the bad news on us, it's gonna end really, really badly.
That's true. That's very true.
The one thing I will say is I think at the end of the day, even if online ends up being a huge disaster of, like, they stripped out the big lobby and they still have the same netcode, I still think for $30 this is a great game, even if you just want to pick it up for, like, fun fucking around and, like, locals, because, like, it's basically two games. It's all of Arena's story, it's all of Ultimax's story, it's got the Adachi DLC, it's got all the DLC characters included. It reminded me of, I cannot believe we actually bought this. Not only did they sell color palette swaps, they also sold the glasses DLC, which I always find fucking funny because it was literally like 5-pixel big glasses on your character. But, like...
glasses DLC was my personal life. I
love
that thing so much.
The thing, what's funny is, like, it's such a ripoff if you think about it, but it was so funny of, like, the dumb meme glasses, because, like, Persona 4 cast, they have their normal glasses, but it was everyone else who had the stupid glasses. Like, do you remember fucking Adachi has the fucking Garth Marenghi glasses? Like, there's the old man frame glasses for no reason.
Yeah, I think Show Me Mizuki, they gave him aviators.
They gave him the fucking meme aviators that I bet most people don't even know, like, that's just, like, the real image for him. They gave Koromaru goggles for some reason. Even though I'm pretty sure if you put goggles on an animal, they would just think they're blind and, like, run around for dear life.
Yeah, definitely true. I think, fucking, they gave me 3 really big Gucci shades, too. Like...
Oh, that is true. Oh, here's a weird one that I don't get. I forgot was DLC. Do you remember how they had challenge mode for Ultimax? And you could have, like, it was like 1 to 30 challenges of, like, can you do this move? Can you do this combo? Can you execute this? And if you didn't know how to do a challenge, you could say demonstrate. Except the 30th one. They said this is for the big dick, big rollers only, unless you pay us $3. And they sold the demonstration as DLC. That's included here. But I was like, man, what a time to be alive. Like, you think selling glasses is wild. Just imagine showing someone a YouTube clip.
For $3.99. Torin is just dead out in the water.
It was the plane / person
I'm
fogging.
I'm
driving.
Only the most professional quality here. But no, so, like, I think it's good all the DLC's in there. I will say I think they've included so much in this re-release. It now gets to that problem I've mentioned before of if you now compare it to every other re-release they've done, they look incredibly stingy. Like, look at Nocturne for $50 that still had DLC, a PS2 game, whereas this PS3 and 360 game has all of the DLC and a longer story mode, mind you, than Nocturne.
Yeah.
And no, dude, that's just there.
Don't
worry about it.
That alone is, like, insane that Arena Story is technically longer than fucking SMP3.
Now, I don't recommend Arena Story to everybody, because it's very love it or hate it. Like, Arc System Works, they know how to make a hell of a good game in terms of how it plays. My god, whoever is in charge of the story, like, it's just like, I get to make the world's slowest paced visual novel of all time. And their only saving grace is it's at least all voiced.
Yeah, that's fair. But it's not worth the time. Just go to the challenge mode and pay your $3.99 to see that demonstration.
But I'll always say this. I think it's weird. It's a story worth experiencing, but it's one of those things of I wouldn't recommend, like, I would say play through, like, a chapter and then maybe, like, go back to actually playing the game. Because, like, it's very lopsided. Like, there are fights in between, but, like... Oh, yeah, that is true. The Adachi story is actually the best paced story in the whole game, which was funny that it was DLC, but it was basically free to everybody in the West who bought it. But yes, the Adachi story DLC is the best story in the entire game, which is very weird, but I think that goes to the fact that it had to be a shorter story, and it focused on one character, whereas, especially, like, it's less prominent with Arena. I think Arena has a tighter story than Ultimax, even though I like Ultimax's themes more. Whereas, like, Ultimax is like, we gotta tell you about all the characters in P3, all the characters in P4, all the new characters from Arena, and then all the new characters from Ultimax. And then it was just like this big fucking thing of just like, we're doing the same thing, but it's different, but it's really long, and it probably doesn't have to be if we're seeing like 19 different character angles and stuff for it. But yes, definitely check out the Adachi thing, because the Adachi thing is just so focused and clean of just like, hey, do you want to know what happened when Adachi got arrested? There you go. Do you want to know what happens, how he got here? There you go. And there's an ending. It's like, it's a very cut and clear.
Shut up.
Yo, imagine, like, looking at Adachi's character model. Like, you've only played the opening hour of Persona 4 Golden, and then you start playing Adachi in Ultimax. Like, what the fuck happened to this guy? He's just carrying this gun around, shooting everybody? What's happening?
That must be a very big, like, shock to the personality right there, to see that.
I mean, he's also got, like, some of the most fucking brutal-ass moves. Like, remember his, like, what is it, like, his down special or whatever is just him literally just, like, curb-stomping your face?
Yeah, he has something like that, I swear to God. I know he has a stomp.
Now, here's a, I think, more specific arc question I'd be curious about if both of you have an opinion on. I'm very biased, but I've always thought this, even after all of these years. Why is it out of all of the not published by Arc System Work games, I would say only rivaled by Dragon Ball FighterZ for obvious reasons, why do you think Ultimax is kind of like had that longevity of like its notoriety and its fandom way more than anything else? Like, even a newer title, like, who the fuck's still talking about Grand Blue Fantasy Versus?
It's always Persona 4 time. That's why. There's always been the running meme that Persona 4 is just going to outlive everything Atlas ever does. That's definitely part of it, I think. And also the game is just batshit insane.
Well, see, I even think, like, because this is, I think people kind of forgot about this, but there was definitely a while where you could say, I am a fan of Ultimax without being a Persona fan, just because it was such a solid fighting game, you know?
Yeah. I think at this point, it's definitely going to be part of the Persona 4 is going to live forever meme. But also, yeah, the game is just insanely well built and good.
Would you like a hot take? That's probably not that hot. I don't think it's very hot, but I might be wrong. Is it a hot take to say Ultimax is so good it killed BlazBlue? Because by comparison, every other BlazBlue that came out after Ultimax was like, it's not as fun.
I want to say yes and no. Mostly because the rollback revival of BlazBlue Central Fiction has been kind of insane. People are actually enjoying that game again.
Now, you say that as if... Because I don't know about you, do you remember how mad people were about Central Fiction's release? Like, I feel like when Central Fiction first dropped, it felt like they just shit it out. Like, I don't know anyone who cared. They got rid of all the English voice acting. It was very much kind of like it's the last in the series, but mostly because of the fact that no one's buying it anymore, so we gotta just end this fucking series.
Yeah, that was definitely a lot of it. I think it just really reached, like, the end of its rope. Like, they put Celica in with a doll as, like, one of the last characters in the game for Central Fiction. And I was like, yeah, we've jumped the shark, finally.
But, like, I warrant this. I think something like Central Fiction getting rollback, that's big for the BlazBlue fans and people who might be nostalgic and want to jump back in. Whereas, like, Cross Tag Battle was always one of those games that people wanted to like, but just had so many issues throughout its entire life. Also, and that's another one of I love how Arc System Works kind of killed that game without ever actually saying it was done. Like, do you remember how surprised we were when they did Season 2? We're like, oh my god, they're committing to more character, and then it's gone.
Yep. There's just absolutely nothing after we got Blitztank and Akatsuki in the game.
Which sucks, because like, I think if they started that game with the energy they brought with Season 2, I think they probably could have had a stronger start than all of Season 1 characters are just characters you've already fucking played before in other fighting games for free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can agree with that. If we got more Senran Kagura characters, if we got even more Ruby characters, hilariously...
No. All right. I'm going to say this right now. If there's one thing I can confirm in my life with the utmost amount of certainty, in 10 years from now, we will look back at Cross Tag Battle and cringe that they thought including Ruby was as big of a deal as Persona, BlazBlue, and Undernight. Like, one of these things do not fucking rest with the others.
Okay, I'm gonna go on record here. On official record. This is gonna be the only good memory Ruby is ever going to have in its entire lifetime, is being included in BB Tag.
I'm like...
Because it's, like, the only thing that really shows, like, interesting portions of the characters and actually makes them fun to look at and watch do things.
Torrin, aren't you a Ruby fan? Can't you defend or explain Ruby love to me?
No, I'm not a Ruby fan. Marcus is a Ruby fan.
Oh.
Wait, is he?
I feel like Marcus might be a Ruby fan by, like, his original love of Rooster Teeth. Whereas, like, that's another...
That's my love for, like, Red versus Blue is my original love for
Here's my question. Is there anyone in the year 2021 who's like, bro, I'm a big Rooster Teeth fan? Like, please, people out there, tweet at me, comment on this video. Let me know if you're, like, a ride or die, you watch Rooster Teeth content every day. I've never known anyone like that.
I used to be that way 2 years ago, and then that guy got out as a pedophile, and I was like, God, this is...
I just know Rooster Teeth is that company who buys other companies and then makes them shittier most of the time. Or closes them.
Yep.
So...
Yeah, I can agree.
I'm trying to think. Hold on, I think our... we were starting it, Ted. Let me see if we can get our person... you can still...
I got Esmeralda modded the Kaisen to cool the car.
But yeah, so...
She's in here. I want you to know that.
What?
She's been here.
Yeah,
for
I was about to say, she's been here.
Also, I like it's like 4 of 6. So, excuse me, May, how long have you just been, without my permission, listening to me dunk on Ruby?
May died again. No.
Bro, she's just permanently dead.
It would have been funny if she was just like, since the bunny girl comment, the whole time.
Yeah, dude.
Oh god, can you imagine?
So... While we get our Ruby thoughts and stuff together, actually, this is another way, like, because I'm at least sentient enough, like, and I'm self-aware. I know Ruby's popular, but it is one of those things of, like, is Ruby, like, waning in popularity? Is it, like...
I think Ruby finished.
Is it? I don't even know. Like, it's one of those things that I never hear anyone talk about it. Like, the most exposure I got to Ruby was it being added to Crosstag, and then me looking at the game and being like, "This is it? This is all we have, huh?" I think I heard May. May, did you say something?
I did too.
Hello?
There you go.
May?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, where were you?
Yeah.
I've just been sitting in here for like 9 minutes.
You're supposed to jump in and say, "Yo, dude, Ruby is hot fire. You're speaking trash right now."
No, Ruby fucking sucks.
May, thank you for being 20 minutes late, but only 10 minutes early from when I thought you were going to actually be here.
Y'all think it's 11:30.
Listen, some of us have Central Time, some of us have East Coast time, some of us go to Barnes & Noble and pay $30 for Magic the Gathering at 11 o'clock in the morning. We're not all built the same. So
45.
Thank you. So May, we're talking Ultimax. Give us your thoughts. How did you feel about the announcement? How do you feel about the game right now? And what platform do you plan on picking it up on?
Well, I'm gonna get it on PC because that's the best place to get it for the time being. And I'm really excited. Like, I literally was at work and I saw it and started screaming because that shit is like Fight Night is back. So I'm excited for that.
No, I like. So we're talking basically. Well, we were talking about the rollback and the netcode thing at the moment, but I'm trying to think now of, like, we're talking about, like, why Ultimax has kind of stood the test of time in terms of, like, its popularity and stuff. Like, so for you, why do you think after all these years we've just always been so into the game, like, compared to other fighting games?
I think it's because it was such a casual fighting game and that it was easy for people to jump into. Mm-hmm. So because there were so many Persona fans that got into it, and then they were able to go from just like, oh, I don't play fighting games to now I love fighting games, that it was, I don't know, it was much, I wouldn't say bigger, but I don't know what word I'm trying to, like, find, but, like, there was more people to enjoy the game with, I guess. And the fact this is also a sequel to another game, so I don't, I guess that's the reason why it's Persona 4. Persona 4 is going to live forever.
Also, I
told you.
I would like to apologize. I muted Torin because I heard the outside noises, and I was like, oh, that's got to be Torin. And then I found out it was you, so I can't unmute you. So Torin, if you are talking and wondering why no one can hear you, it's because I muted you, so you have to unmute yourself. Because I can mute you in the call, but I can't unmute you, because I guess then I'd be able to, like, hear you, like, doing, like, deep breathing by yourself. Oh no, I can hear, like, sounds like maybe like someone, like, cleaning or like a leaf blower outside or whatever, but I muted Torin.
You know what?
Oh, what?
That's me.
What?
Yep. So,
is everyone just in the loudest house today? What is going on?
So I'm actually at my place of work. I stole a classroom.
You got good acoustics going on. Well, Torn and May, I would
white man's problems.
Torn and May, I would like to apologize for assuming. You can take your lashings out. I'll give you 30 seconds right now to say whatever you've wanted to say to me, guilt free.
You're white.
Damn, he just took it.
the ultimate trump card. Oh, also, May, Torn was buying something today. And we were joking about that, and we're like, was this, like, he was laughing because they were, like, we said something about being white. And then we were like, well, was the lady white? And he's like, I don't know.
Oh, the mysterious whiteness.
What shade of Caucasian is confusing you? Like, I don't know, man, it's looking a little on the beige side.
That must be, like, another minority, like
an Italian
thing. Like, they can't tell white people 100%.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So... Oh yeah, so kind of wrapping up the Ultimax talk. I'm excited for it. I hope online at least gets fucking announced or explained before the end of the year, even though my optimism is very, very minor. But the other one, we kind of talked about this a little bit before, but May, I'd be curious what you think. Do you think being digital only is going to hurt or have any effect at all to Ultimax?
No. I think the only people who complain about it are people who are just little bitches.
Hey, that's me.
I'm getting it on PC, so physical doesn't matter to me at all. So.
I'll make you a copy on a CDR and I'll ship it to you.
Just like the old Dreamcast days.
But like,
Do you know how to burn CDs? I don't know how to burn a CD.
For PC, well, you need a CD burner. For PC, I get it because like that's like a known quantity. No one's like, hey, dude, give me my DVD-ROM or whatever for Ultimax to download. But like, my thing is this: I want someone to explain to me why you can publish Nocturne HD at retail for $50 and not Persona 4 at retail for $30. Also, oh my god, what is that?
I'm so sorry.
I swear to God.
This is going to be an actual audio nightmare to edit that I am not doing as soon as we're done with this.
Oh, good luck with that.
You said you think about editing it.
So yes, May, like, so what do you think about like that as like the comparison of like why can Nocturne get a physical release and not this, the like all-in-one edition?
I think it's because Nocturne's a PS2 game, so it's just like it makes sense to want to bring that back.
No, I think it's this. I think Nocturne sold so bad they were like, "Woof."
Hello? Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, I just switched my computer. So.
Are you home now?
No.
Are you at the cafe?
I am.
I have no idea.
This place is closing, dude. This place is closing at the end of the year.
Damn, that sucks.
Wait,
it really does,
wait, the Net Cafe?
Yeah.
I thought you meant the Starbucks and the Barnes & Noble you're still at.
Yeah, dude, the Starbucks is closing.
Bro, did you hear the Starbucks is closing? Dude, F's in the chat for Starbucks, dude. Can't believe it.
Dude, end of a mysterious white Starbucks.
End of a legacy. Oh, speaking of white Starbucks stuff, May, I would like your opinion, because we were talking about this before. We mentioned it a little bit with Ruby. Oh my god, Torrin, if you can make that blender shove it up your butt. So, when you hear Rooster Teeth, May, what do you think? Like, what emotions does that like bring up for you? Can you elaborate, please?
I'm the person who actually likes Rooster Teeth.
I'm saying, dude, I don't know anyone who likes Rooster Teeth or still likes Rooster Teeth.
Like Rooster Teeth?
I still kind of like them. That's the thing. I'm not like their biggest fan. I haven't watched it in like a year and a half. But like,
you know, there's like Gavin and what is Michael and.
I bet
Gavin and Michael are like the only two that are.
I bet.
What was that other guy's name? He had like his wife had like short blonde hair, and he was like.
Jeff. Jeff.
Yeah, and there was Jeff. Yeah. He was cool until after I was like, yeah, I don't really like you, kind of stuff.
I bet Torrin's a big Funhouse fan. I bet he likes having fun.
I really love Funhouse.
I kind of was. Funhouse was
like the shit.
Hold on. Are you saying is or was? Because I've never watched Funhouse. What happened?
It was.
Like all of years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. One at a time. Explain in alphabetical order why Funhouse has declined. So Dylan, go first.
It's a Rooster Teeth production.
Okay. May, why is Funhouse declined? The only thing I know about Funhouse is I like Elise because I watch Easy Allies and game trailers, and I love Dawn because of Easy Allies and game trailers, but I don't watch anything they do there. Oh, and Omar's cool, but I'm not sure if Omar ever did a lot.
Omar.
Knock
that shit off.
Okay, so May, explain the Funhouse decline for me.
It was just because a lot of the people left, like whose names I forgot, but I remember one of them ended up like getting fired.
Oh yeah, a bunch of the dudes who did like the Machinima Daily News thing or whatever, right?
So what happened was, I think that one of them was sending like illicit pictures of himself while at work to somebody that wasn't his wife, and it wasn't that got him fired. I think it was mainly the doing it while at work, but it was all just like, hey man, like.
Oh my god, dude! I forgot all about that because there was a whole Google Drive of all of the nudes and texts and I forgot about that. Yeah,
one of them was from Achievement Hunter, and that guy was a pedophile, and nobody likes to talk about that guy anymore.
What was his name?
That other one was I know, Ryan Haywood.
I'm looking it up.
Okay.
One was Adam Kovic, the other one was Ryan Haywood.
Yeah, Adam.
I think it was Adam Kovic. Was
Adam
Adam Kovic?
Yeah, it was Adam.
Yeah, it was Adam.
The only reason I remember the Adam story is because someone shared a video that had leaked on Twitter of just him like dry rubbing one out as a text message, and I was like, I didn't need to see this today. I mean, I was already not a big Rooster Teeth fan, but this ain't bringing me over to the Funhouse crew yet.
This isn't doing anybody any favors.
Is this what this demo disc series is about? Is this what you guys do? You just dry rub it?
Don't even mention
Actually,
demo
disc was literally just them talking about jerking off all the time.
Was it like we should have seen the warning signs?
Yeah, we should have saw it right there because Adam was always the quiet one. While everyone else was like, being all loud and just kind of fun, he was always the one just like, what are you doing right there? What do you do after work? You just jerk off in front of a computer? It was that type of thing with him.
Hey Dylan, what are you doing after work today? Since you're so quiet.
Jerking off at children, like I don't know.
Yo,
considering I know where you're at right now, that was a bold thing to say.
To be fair, I work at a college.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay. What about those kids that go to early college, huh?
Yeah.
Pedophile? He's got nothing to
what
say
do you
now.
say about that, white man?
Can't wait to use the Cosby Show theme as the outro this week.
Oh no.
We gotta colonize something these days,
Oh my god. So let's wrap off our very inappropriate Funhouse and Ultimax discussion with this. So we're gonna do a round table. How do we think, in one sentence, how do we think Ultimax is gonna do in March? Torrin, I'll let you go first.
I think it'll do steady. I think people who used to play Ultimax and then probably pros, pick it up.
May, what about you?
I think it's gonna sell like crazy.
My League of Legends pros.
Because now it's open to like everybody else. It's easy, and people are now just getting off of SMT5. They're gonna be like, "What's Persona about?" Let me see this fighting game. And they're just gonna be like, "Oh my god." It's going to be crazy.
You know what? We're not all a bunch of man babies, and we're not talking about this, and I'm really glad we haven't. Anytime I see anyone being like, I cannot believe they're putting Arena out before Golden, I'm going to be like, bro, they just put out fucking 2 big-ass RPGs back-to-back. I do not want to play Golden right now. I would love to not play an RPG. It is my privilege to go back to a fighting game. There's burnout. Like, this is only coming 4 months after SMT5. Like, they have no reason to just shit out another 100-hour RPG, even if it's ready or, like, the appropriate time. Like, something like a fighting game.
Yeah, I
put
would
it
have
out
shitted
whenever.
on it if it came out, because I literally have been playing SMT for a whole fucking year, back to back. I'm tired.
True, she has.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dylan, what about you?
I was
How do you
watching
think it's gonna do?
know it.
I think the game is going to go off pretty well. I think it'll sell just fine. But its longevity is going to be determined by that rollback netcode.
Will it be at EVO 2022? That's the $1 million question.
Fast Rollback.
No, because EVO 2022 is not fucking happening.
Have we canceled
Why not?
EVO?
Did Evo get
We might have.
canceled?
It might be at this point.
Well, remember,
Someone
Sony.
did a
What is
job
it?
of
Sony and Rooster Teeth bought it, right?
Rooster Teeth had nothing to do with it.
No. It was
No, you're thinking of
MLG. Someone bought it. Some company bought it.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
wasn't it Pokey?
It was literally
Pokemon?
Sony.
No, Sony bought it with someone else. Sony bought it
Pokemon.
with.
Yeah,
Pokemon.
didn't Pokemon have her stake in it now?
Oh, she's like
Pokemon
the
now
head.
I'm sorry. I thought you were all fucking with me. Twitch streamer Pokemon actually does fucking own EVO?
Why
What?
would we fuck with you?
Yeah, no.
At
We were
RTS.
being
Oh,
very
that's why I thought it was Rooster Teeth. RTS bought it with Sony. They co-own it. RTS. Also, what? I thought Rooster Teeth was RTS. What the hell is RTS?
They're RTX. Aren't they RTX or?
They're
Yeah,
RT.
no, that's their convention.
What the absolute hell is RTX then? I mean, sorry. What is RTS now?
I have no idea what RTS is, dude. RTS.
Also,
Okay.
how does
Real-time
I
Pokemon?
think RTS.
What the hell? I am so lost.
I think RTS is like
Real-time
Pokemon's company,
strategy.
if I have to say.
RTS is a talent management and brand. Hold on, sorry.
Wait, is this why we have to cancel EVO for next year? Because Pokemon is just going to look at all the little boys in their tiny clothes?
the
Start
website?
calling them the hard
The
R's.
website. I found the website, and it just says who we work with, and it just has a picture of Pokemon. Nobody else. It's just Pokemon.
Okay, let me explain this. RTS, if I recall correctly, is the talent agency that Pokimane runs, and that is who bought it with Sony. So, yeah.
RTS.gg, baby.
Also,
I don't appreciate... I do not appreciate them making their font just 3 Tetris pieces. That's not cool.
It's terrible.
Alright, so what can we do to get SMTN on RTS? That's the real question. Wow, you are not wrong. Who does RTS work with? Me.
Pokimane.
It's literally just her.
It's just Pokimane. It's just
so don't forget, everybody. The reason Evo got sold is because the absolute cancelization or whatever of everything.
More pedophile.
Yeah.
More pedophilia.
Also, I'm looking at the brand for everybody. CCO, CEO, Stuart Saw.
There's a Gmail at the bottom if you want to start sending in our tickets to get RTX.
I'm
Ultimax
I'm very okay. I'm very, very okay. Here we go. Oh, they are hiring. They are hiring for a career manager. I mean, for a PR manager. I could apply.
Ooh, get in there, man. Get in there.
Dylan.
No, he just said he jerks off after work. They're not going to hire him now.
They might hire him right on the spot if he says
it's true.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Well, I learned too much about Pokemon and Evo today, so now I'm sad. So I guess we'll go to the Panda Gaming thing. Is Panda the one we have to like now?
What?
Yeah,
Panda Esports?
What the fuck are you talking about? Are you having a stroke?
No, seriously, Dylan, explain Panda. They're now working with Nintendo. They got all the weebs there. They got the Nickelodeon fighter.
Are they
Panda Global is... Or, no, they're not the reason why the Nickelodeon fighter happened, but Panda Global is the only good esports crew I think at this point.
I was gonna say, are they the reason why Nintendo is letting Smash get into tournaments now?
No, I think it was because after Evo kind of disbanded when it was sold, Nintendo was like, well, we can stick with Evo, but Evo has no brand loyalty right now, because, let's be real, once it stopped being that big in-person event, people kind of Evo as a brand doesn't really carry as much as we kind of thought it did. Because even looking at things like CEO and whatever recently, I saw more people talk about CEO. I was telling Dylan, we were talking about this. CEO had more, it looked like all the Evo announcements that were supposed to happen just all got bumped to CEO just because, it's the next big in-person event.
Did Evo even happen this year?
Nope. Well,
I don't think so.
It was going to be
Evo
online, right?
Happened.
Yeah, Evo Online happened, but no one watched it.
No. It was a 2-week Evo Online event is what happened in August.
Damn.
2 weeks? That's
in
2
August?
weeks too fucking long.
Yep.
I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's too long to be caring about.
If you think you didn't care about it, you guys should ask what did Dylan rank in Under Night? That's what you should really be asking.
Dylan, what did you rank in Under Night?
Second place?
I didn't even play because they didn't have it.
He didn't even play, but he got top 3. That's how good it was.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, I'd go him.
Also, just so we wrap up every single loose thread of this podcast episode, Ruby Season 9 is going to premiere in 2022.
I thought Ruby ended. What is this bullshit?
They need to stop.
Dude, they got as many seasons as fucking Red vs. Blue right now. What are they doing over there?
Wait, is Red vs. Blue still going on? I thought Red vs. Blue was done.
Yes.
Well, it's going to be Red vs. Blue Infinite now, so...
I mean, at least they stuck it through. Man, that must have been a hard, 6 years.
They had their first, I think it was, 12 seasons? Was that first,
Okay, thank God. Red vs. Blue did end after 18 seasons.
No fucking way you're lying to me. Oh, yeah, okay, so they had Blood Gulch, which is 1 through 5, The Recollection, which is 6 through 8.
You know he didn't even look this up. He just got this in the back of his brain burned in there.
No, I had to look this up. Torin doesn't.
I really like Red vs. Blue, dude. Red vs. Blue.
Do you think I should try watching Red vs. Blue now that I've played Halo?
Up until, I mean, they make references in Infinite. I think. I mean, they make references all over the fucking place with that series now.
All right. Well, unfortunately, this is not the red versus blue cast, but we are going to talk about something even more off topic. Because instead of questions this episode, we are going to talk and make fun of the fact that I got my ass beat at this year's Fantasy Critic League. So, as we talked about at the beginning, we did a Fantasy Critic League at the beginning of the year with May and Torin and myself. I was SMT Industries. May was Image Pooch, and Torin was What a Gamer. And Torn destroyed us. Like, actually bent us over and showed us the 50 states. It was really, really bad.
It was coming down to the wire those last couple of weeks with May.
I don't know how... Like, I thought I picked bangers that were just total deadlocks. So, like, I'm going to go through all of ours. And Dylan, you're the impartial judge. You can tell us if this was a good pick, a bad pick. You can let us know. So basically, the way it worked is anything over 70 on Open Critic, you got a point. Mm-hmm. Anything under 70, you lost a point. So I'm in last place with 140 points.
You want to take a guess at his worst game?
He has like 3.
Oh no, dude! You can't. No, we can't even spoil it. I'm gonna go through these because this is bad. This is bad and embarrassing. Okay, so my first game, we had Resident Evil Village. Solid start, 14 points. Yeah. Persona 5 Strikers, 13 points. Oh, I was so clever for this one. The Neo Collection. Okay. Neo 1 and 2, all the DLC, 17 points. I'm like, ooh, baby, we got a winner this year. Ratchet and Clank, 18 points. Oddworld Soulstorm, the end is come, 1 point. Ghostwire Tokyo, not releasing, no points.
Counterpicked.
Far Cry 6, 7 points. Digimon Survived, Break Me Knees Off, no points.
Counterpicked, didn't come out.
Mario Golf Super Rush, 1 point. Metroid Dread, 17 points. All right, we're getting an uptick. Doki Doki Literature Club, 17 points. Marvel's Guardians of the Game of the Year Galaxy, 12 points. Diablo 2 Resurrection, pre-Activision Blizzard drama, 10 points. Ghost of Tsushima, 17 points. Demon Slayer, no points. Solid 7 out of 10.
It had points. It kept going down.
I'm so salty.
Just nothing.
Call of Duty Vanguard.
God, amazing.
Call of Duty Vanguard, 2 points. Cucked again.
Oh yeah.
Danganronpa Decadence, 16. But like, I don't even feel good about that one. Alan Wake.
Even about.
Remember, it's Danganronpa 1, 2, 3 in the shitty gacha one.
That's the one on the Switch.
Okay.
Yeah. Alan Wake Remastered, 10 points. And my final pick, I didn't even try to fill up my slot. This is how bad my final year was. My final pick was fucking GTA the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition. It's fucking Rockstar. No. How could they have fucked that up? I lost 13 points.
Right from underneath me, and I'm
so 13 points lost on that. And you think that's bad? Here's what I counterpicked. Because how could either of these games be good? I fucked up. I bet against Bravely Default 2, I lost 8 points. I bet against Neo The World Ends With You, I lost 12 points.
Oh my god, you madman.
Can I say something real quick?
Please.
Going back to that My Heroes 1 Justice 2 thing, just about 5 days ago, Present Mike just got added into the game. So
when do we get Rhodey in the game? That's the real question. When's Rhodey's Soul coming?
They're still adding DLC.
When do we get Rhodey Rhodes? I want War Machine in there.
Fuck off.
May, do you have this up, or do you want me to read yours off?
I got it up.
Okay, go off with yours, please. I need to like cry for a little bit.
Man, what do you mean you need to cry? Well, I have my list. My first thing was Monster Hunter Rise because I knew that was gonna do good. I got 18 points. My second pick was Nier Replicant, which I thought was going to do well. I only got 13 points. That's pretty good, but it's not what I wanted, you know?
Yeah. That expected to be like at least a 20, right?
Yeah, or like a 19. You know? But it's just a bunch of uneducated fucks.
Oh, right.
Then my third pick was kind of like just a free, like it was like a wild card.
I cannot believe you got a single point for this. Because like for half the year, this had no reviews, and then it finally got enough.
Okay.
Honey Pop 2.
Oh, okay.
Game of the year.
Oh, my girl. You know what you're doing.
That game is fucking hard, by the way.
I will go on record and say Honey Pop 1 is better than 2, but 2 was very fun.
Both of those got more.
Yeah.
Both of those got more points than GTA, Call of Duty, and Demon Slayer combined.
Damn right they did. Damn right they did.
Oh, okay, so the fourth one is the greatest pick of all. I picked Deltarune 2, and I was just like, it's gonna happen this year. And then Toby Fox started being weird, and I was like, oh, it's coming out. Only got 14 points, but that was still good enough for me.
No. Let's be official. You got 14 points from a demo. You got 14 points from a fucking demo update.
Let's go.
Disgaea 6 thought it was gonna be the greatest. It actually is the greatest game.
No one played it. That's the problem. Just no one played Disgaea 6
because it was only on the Switch. That's what fucked me.
I straight up didn't even know that game happened until like it was out. So yeah.
Yeah, and I got just 2 points. And it's like, man, if only it was on PlayStation, it would have done better.
Yeah, true.
I mean, it is on PlayStation, it's just not on PlayStation over here.
Nintendo paid for exclusivity in the West. That was such a weird one.
It's because they wanted that. They wanted to steal the PSP.
I appreciate when Nintendo goes out of their way for Weeb exclusives, but when there's already a port that exists in Japan, it's a little weirder.
Yeah, it's kind of like, oh, you're an asshole. And then I got Game of the Year, actual Game of the Year.
Oh.
It Takes Two.
Actual Game of the Year. Like actual game
so
of the year.
Despite this fucking asshole beating us, I fucking won.
She can claim she wins all she wants, whatever.
After that, got Pokemon Snap. That was only 10 points. I thought I was gonna do better, but Game Freak fucking sucks dick, and they don't know what to do with Pokemon anymore. But then again, that wasn't made by Game Freak.
Yeah, it was Bandai Namco.
Yeah, Bandai Namco sucks dick too. They're only good because they have From Software on the team.
Damn, I'm sorry, all of the Super Smash Brothers development team.
Name one good Bandai Namco game that was made by them.
Oh, definitely. Now, hold on. Are we talking about a first-party title? I guess I'd say, like...
First party.
Tales of Arise, then.
Okay, never mind. Fuck you.
On your own list, you fucking hypocrite.
I forgot Tales was them. I forgot.
You literally bet on Tales. I don't know how you forgot.
I know, but it's...
Yo, let me dunk on myself.
No, Bandai Namco still sucks, though. The only good thing they got is Tekken and Tales.
No rollback, though.
After that, I did Bravely Default 2. Thought I was going to do really well because it's Bravely Default. Only got an 8. Next was Guilty Gear Strive. Got a 16.
Okay.
Monster Hunter Stories 2. Only got an 11. I'm pretty sure that went down from 13 to 11. And then this was a big mistake because I should have known better. Was Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Only got a 5.
Oh, no.
Kena Bridge of Spirits got an 11. Was happy for that because that's a totally new IP. So after that, I made another big mistake because I trusted these motherfuckers, and I picked Sonic Colors Ultimate. Got a 4.
You really gotta quit trusting them, man.
See, I thought Sonic was making a comeback. I thought they were gonna actually fix that game.
This is the year. There's no good Sonic games. I hate to be the one to break it to you.
You fucking not wrong. If it's 2D, then it's a good Sonic game, but no.
Yeah.
There's no good Sonic games.
But it's not terrible. You didn't lose points. You didn't get Aaron Hansen on this.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I didn't get any games that went below.
We'll get to your counter pick at the bottom, but then we can talk about that.
Yeah, other than my counter pick, but like everything else, none of the games that I picked.
None of the games went below 0.
Yeah,
except for the one that didn't release.
Yeah, that's probably. Dude, if it releases at the end of the year, I'll be fucking. I will lose it if it releases on the 31st. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it, but at least I got all my games. After that, I thought this was gonna do like at least a 13. Was Melty Blood Type Lumina.
Not enough for viewers. I think that's the problem. It deserves a higher score, but not enough for viewers.
Yeah, for a while after
I
month,
think
it was like it didn't get any reviews for like a whole month. Another thing I thought was gonna do well was Life is Strange True Colors. Only got an 11. I thought it was going to be at least a 15.
I would say for Life is Strange, that's actually pretty decent, because I feel like I know no one who played True Colors. Everyone says it's good. I know not a single person who bought it.
I don't believe that. That's gotta be completely
same.
And then there was Tales of Arise, got a 17. Greatest RPG of the year, so that's cool. And then I picked 12 Minutes with Willem Dafoe. Only got a 4.
Yeah.
I still gotta play that. It's now on everything. I've stayed spoiler free. I want to play it.
Yeah, that's why I was really surprised, because this one I do know went down, because it was at 10 before, and then it just kept going down. I'm like, why? Well, like, the game is a good game, so I don't really understand why the reviews went down. After that, I should have waited, but this is
my computer
Nintendo
just green screened.
Oh no.
Well, we can still hear you though.
Because I moved to my phone.
Oh, nice.
I was trying to green screen before.
I was trying to fucking start up Halo, and my computer just turned off.
We're literally ending the podcast. You can fucking wait 10 minutes and not play Halo.
I haven't even installed it. I'm trying to install it first.
Oh my god. Okay, please keep going.
Sorry.
And then I picked Mario Party Superstar. Should have waited until the other one came out. I just got 10 points. And I picked Ollie Ollie World. That hasn't came out yet. It's probably not going to come out this year. So I probably would have gotten like a 10. And then the last one I picked was Axiom Verge 2. Thought it was going to be great because people talked about this game and it got an 8. So fuck those people.
I think the Axiom Verge thing is less that the game wasn't good. I think it didn't hit as well as the first one did because it was just doing what the first one did again.
So it was bad.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, my counter picks were Ghostwire Tokyo. I was amazed when it didn't release. And then that's when I started praying for Spencer's downfall.
And it worked. It worked all right.
And then my fucking dumbass, I fucking counterpicked Shin Megami Tensei 5 because I thought it was going to come out next year.
Yeah, not that it was going to be bad, just that it was going to be delayed because we made all these bets in January.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I lost 16, and I feel like that. At first, I felt like that is what was going to make me lose because that's what the projection was always saying, And I was like trying to make little changes to change the future, but then fucking Torin got like, god damn it! Like, looking at it now, it pisses me off. Oh my god, I just saw Endwalker score.
Hey, just be glad you were in the middle and didn't lose the bet. You can at least take pride in that.
I don't have to reenact the scene from Uncut Gems.
So, oh my god, I also just saw Endwalker score. Fuck that. Alright, Torin, do you have your list up? Do you want me to read it? Torin just left. I'm going to read his list.
Shit.
So Torin bet on SMT5 and got 16 points. For whatever reason, thought Back for Blood was going to be good and got 6 points. Disco Elysium, I will admit, that was a steal, 19 points. No More Heroes 3, Sad Trombone. We cannot hear Torin, if Torin is saying anything. Torin got No More Heroes 3, 6 points.
Shut up. All right, shut up.
Oh.
Right. I don't know what happened.
You're dead, buddy. You're dead, buddy.
It switched off my microphone to a different mic. I don't know why.
Okay, well,
good job.
Do you have your list pulled up, or do you need me to keep reading?
I have my list pulled up.
All right.
SMT5, obviously.
No. We don't need to repeat.
Nope,
go to the World Ends With You.
Where you? You already at World Ends With You? All right.
Yeah.
I'd like to point out my first and only game 3 months in was Disco Elysium with 19 points. I had the World Ends With You, 6 points. Didn't hear anything after it released.
Yeah.
No, that was No More Heroes 3. Jesus Christ. World Ends With You, I had 12 points. Halo Infinite, 16 points. Let's go. We're winning, baby. Which Spencer told me to get. He goes, "Are you sure you don't want Halo Infinite?"
Listen, we all thought that Halo might come out to be a dumpster fire. I'm glad it came out good.
Yeah.
Skyward Sword HD, which I immediately got after that presentation, 12 points. Deathloop, 18 points. I don't even remember when or why I got Deathloop, but
it was after they did that State of Play. I think was when you got that.
Maybe. I got Final Fantasy Endwalker, 28 sheer points. Baby.
It is a really good game.
Highest rated thing on this entire list. And beneath that, Forza Horizon 5, 24 points. Stole that one from Spencer because he stupidly told us what he was getting at E3.
I didn't want to pull the race card, and I went over to my hombre. I said, "Hello, amigo. Can I offer you up Forza Horizon 5 for my number one hombre?" And
I was like, "See, arriba."
More guac on my Chipotle, please.
I got on my fucking Flintstones mobile and rode off into the sunset.
He said audios and dipped into the sewer system.
Yeah, true. I got Lost Judgment, 14 points. I hear it's pretty alright. I have not played the first one.
Lost Judgment is Judgment is dead now.
Fucking god, that whole thing.
To be fair, I would say even without the whole Johnny's thing, I think because nobody bought the sequel, it also might still be dead.
Not true. Psychonauts 2, 19 points. That one's just Psychonauts 2. Can't really go.
I'm gonna be honest, that seems a little high. I haven't played it yet, but that seems really high.
That seems high to you?
I haven't played it though.
I heard nothing but good things. Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, 7 points.
Should have been higher. Should have been higher.
I didn't expect it to be more than 5, but I mean, I got what I got. Let's be real. Humankind, an astonishing 10 points for just a Civ-like.
Always bet on PC real-time strategy games. They're never that bad.
I'm getting that Dune game. You guys are fucked.
Yo, that Dune game's gonna be good.
Torn. You would agree that Humankind is like Civ, right?
Humankind is kind of like Civ, but it focuses more on...
When that game was first shown off, and I said that it looked like Civ, people were saying no, it doesn't. I'm just like...
It's because there are those people who will be like, oh, it's different. There's different
They're
quality.
It's a new Sega IP, and I'm like, this literally looks like Civ.
Underneath that, Battlefield 2042, a negative 5 points, because it is biggest piece of garbage.
Yo, can we talk about how your next game has the exact same score? What a wild world that is.
Nickelodeon All-Stars Vault, right underneath that, it didn't have negative 5, it had negative 15 or 20. But it moved on up to negative 5.
There's screenshots in our group chat of it, negative 16, and Torrin was just about to seppuku himself.
Honestly. Age of Empires 4, an astonishing 13 whopping points. PC Master Race, of course.
Hey, did Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition come out this year? Or was that last year?
I think it was last year.
Okay, alright.
Death Stranding, the director's cut, which I don't know how that got into this.
You stole that from me, man. That was a clear steal.
But did we agree on director's cuts?
It's a re-release. It's not a remaster. That's a re-release.
Oh, okay. Underneath that, Animal Crossing: New Horizons, Happy Home Paradise.
That I'm gonna say that should not count. That should not count.
10 points. Expansion pack. It's an expansion pack.
You expand these packs.
10 points. And I got my last pick, which I just did not.
You're a big Zoe Quinn fan, so you had to go for Solar Ash.
I didn't know what to pick for my last game, so I was like, "Fuck it, Solar Ash."
Honestly, I thought it would have scored lower because everyone I know who's played it has been pretty meh on it, which is weird because everyone loved Hyper Light Drifter, but I think this one was trying to bite off too much.
Oh, Solar Ash is that game with the girl in the skates?
My
no, I think you're thinking of something else. Literally the person you're...
She's fighting the darkness or some shit.
Maybe, but you look exactly like the person from Hyper Light Drifter, but just in 3D, in a Shadow of the Colossus key kind of thing. So maybe we're thinking the same thing.
This game's on fucking EGS. I'm not opening up EGS. They can go fuck themselves.
All right, so in your counter picks that were probably the tamest out of all of ours.
Disgaea 6, which got me a negative 2 points, and Digimon Survive.
Hey, at least I made him bleed.
Did not release and could not make Spencer get rid of him. So,
yeah. So I got my butt super fucking spanked. So now you guys don't have to pick it yet, but the both of you have to decide on a scene from Uncut Gems, and I have until the end of the year to film myself recreating it by myself. Any scene at all.
we have to get a scene that has another person so he can have the Nahobino thing in there. And we could just have someone else. We could have like Marie like voice the Nahobino.
We
like,
could have what's that scene? What's the scene where he gets kidnapped in the parking lot?
I'm just glad because I immediately thought both of you were like, let's find the scene with the most racial slurs possible that he has to say unbelieved.
SNT Network
no, please, we have standards.
All right, well, that will probably have to come for another day because the next episode is pretty much just going to be our 250th episode spectacular.
200 episodes.
Yeah, man, 250.
God damn.
Oh, reminder for episode 250. Everybody, please make sure that you go look at the show notes, vote for the Atlas Awards 2021 edition if you've not voted already. We've got like 2,500 people have already entered so far, so please keep putting those in. Those are very interesting to see the results. It's been very cool so far. But either way, we've got to wrap up this dumpster fire. So I'm going to let Dylan go first because Dylan's already the closest to the actual dumpster fire of starting the workday. So Dylan, where can people find you online?
So mostly on Twitter at ARX, ARX, FGC Media is the main place you can find me. I shit talk a lot of things online, and that's about it.
All right, May, what about you?
Wait, what are we doing?
Where people can find us online?
You can find me on fucking Duke Black /_. Fuck, I mean, just, you can find me on Duke Black _. I'm gonna change his name someday.
I was about to say, are you sure about that? What if by the time this episode comes out, you change
black
it?
Person on Twitter and just assume.
What?
How do you know I'm black?
Wow. Wait
Windjammers 2. Windjammers 2 next year.
Yeah, baby. Torin, where can people cancel you online?
Windjammers. That's just don't look for me because I just retweet Final Fantasy. What do I retweet? What is it? Final Fantasy something.
It's VTubers.
No, I just send you VTubers. I just like a lot of VTuber media. Final Fantasy struggle tweets. That's what I retweet a lot, and then I retweet about how my Tinder date's unmatched with me. So don't look for me.
Yeah, I can't help you didn't.
It's just depressing.
Can't help you didn't.
Hey, are you
reply.
actually on Tinder?
Wait, what?
Are you actually on Tinder?
Does Torin look like a Bumble user to you?
Yes,
Man, I fucking hate Bumble, dude.
I'm just imagining Torin being like, "Hello, can I have your permission to talk, ma'am?"
Bumble's the fucking worst, dude. I hate Bumble so much.
Yo, you know what I want to hear? If there are any female listeners out there who have used Bumble, I want to meet women who hate Bumble because those are the funniest stories. Because like I remember talking. I remember I asked Mary this once. I didn't meet her on Bumble, but she told me about her experience on there, and she was like, all the guys I met in our area who use Bumble just like seemed like the biggest losers. I was like, as one of those guys who was on Bumble at that time, you know what? You're not far off.
That's about right. Yeah.
Is Bumble the incel farm? Is that what I'm?
No, Bumble is literally just. Bumble is literally just OkCupid, but you have to get the girl to message you first. You can't make the first move.
Oh my god.
Stupidest thing ever. Bumble sucks so hard, dude.
I really hope like we have like I want Rooster Teeth fans, I want Bumble fans, and I want Ruby fans to be like, this podcast was trash, man. I can't believe this.
What about Evo fans?
Evo fans? Oh, man.
Yo, I want Pokemon fans. Pokemon fans, stand down. Stand down, Pokemon fans.
FTC community, where you guys at?
No, come on. If we get canceled by the Pokemon community, that only makes us stronger.
That's true, dude.
True.
I know. Lord knows I need a good bit of controversy to make myself a little more famous this year.
My hair was screaming.
Hey, just make some more like crazy ass tweets, like that one you're talking about. You'll pay $100 for a game.
Yo, dude. All right, I can't get.
My god!
Listen, some of the people replying to that, I was like, "Are you aware this is one man's opinion?" Like, I have to say, like, I think nothing makes you look more like weird to me if you're like, "Bro, I'm never paying $60 for a video game," and I'm like, "That's a weird take, dude." Okay.
I gotta say, Spencer, like, nothing made me realize how white you were until you said that.
Now, which one? This tweet or the tweet I made or what I just said now?
The tweet of like, I will pay $100.
I'm for real, dude. Look me in the eye. Look me in the eye, and let me think of like a really big ass game you've ever like played. Like if Breath of the Wild 2 came out, it's $100. Would you not buy that?
I'm not buying that.
These on these nuts.
I'm scalping that.
Like...
I'm scalping that.
See, man, I'm like, listen, if your game is like over 100 hours and it's got like enough hours to like start a family in, I'm like, dude, I'll pay for it. Go for it.
Yeah, no. I'm telling you right now, if like Breath of the Wild 2 like releases for $100, I can breathe on my nuts.
Well,
like,
you know it never will.
Don't you buy $70 PS5 games
all the time, baby, all the time.
All right, well, Spencer's no longer valid.
Here's the weird one. So let's think about this.
If there's a thing called white privilege among gamers, it's fucking that.
See, no, it's not even like a financially like I'm dumb thing, because a lot of it is like I'm so aware of like look at SMT5 that costs $90 in Japan. Like so like I'm always like, dude, like we have it so good here of how cheap our games are, but like people don't even know it.
Well, yeah, we're America. We're the fucking greatest.
Yeah, I needed to just clip out that line from Deus Ex or whatever, where it's like, did you just disrespect the world's greatest nation? Did you disrespect the greatest democracy on this face of the planet?
Yeah, for real.
Yes. Yes.
What is going on? Are you good?
I really hope... was it the Deus Ex line? Is that what did it to you?
What is going on? I'm so sorry. What the fuck is in chat right now?
I decided to look at the quote tweets on your tweet, and like the newest one is some crazy shit.
Is it the guy whose house burned down?
No.
Do I need to see this?
What is he going on about, dude?
Oh my god!
I need to see these quote retweets. Please send me this.
That's it. You're giving me on Twitter.
It's just weird.
I'm pulling it up.
It's awesome NFT.
I'm pulling it up. Hold on. So you said it was a quote retweet? Oh, we got it. Imagine spending your money on Shin Megami Tensei 5 and Mid Fantasy 7 when you could get this awesome NFT. Yeah, baby, let's go, blockchain.
Oh, you gotta be
Oh
kidding
my
me.
god, dude. That is most definitely a sticker that man in that movie would have had.
Well, either way, when I'm not bootlicking game prices or doing online giveaways, you can find me doing this podcast weekly. You can find me on Twitter at Torchwood4SP. You can find the podcast on Twitter at SMT Network. You can check out the YouTube channel. Please consider subscribing. What else is going on? Don't forget the awards. Facebook group. We just reached 10,000 members. That was really, really cool. What else? Let's see. Don't forget to join the Discord. And if you would like, you can support the show and make all this dumpster fire happen on a weekly basis by going to patreon.com/SMTN. You can donate $1 or more, get the show early, and basically get a bunch of cool perks, exclusive giveaways, stuff like that. Or you can donate $5 and up and be an executive producer at SMTN, just like, if I can get this list pulled up here, Robert Dogman Megadills, Cameron Sharp, Solaire, C-Show, Philip Meyer, Patrick Dissard, Lynn, K-Horse, Jazzy Jefferson, Dozy Bear, Cross Renren, and Jag Genghis. Thank you all so much for being executive producers and keeping this show afloat, especially during these tumultuous times we are living in, but I always appreciate everybody. I appreciate my three co-hosts, especially for, I think we recorded in, 19 different locations according to the fucking sound file I'm looking at here. So this will be a disaster to record. So now we're just going to say goodbye and hope that no one actually hears all the stuff that we said on this podcast next week. So goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.